Welcome to this 25-minute yoga practice focusing on spine mobility and coordination. If you're ready, join me seated on your mat and let's start with some shoulder circles. You can take your fingertips up to your shoulders and draw circles with your elbows forward and then back to open up the chest and start mobilizing your shoulder joints. Let's twist side to side, keeping our fingertips where they are, elbows in line with the shoulders, and then with an inhale, look to one side, and exhale, twist to the other side. Keep this movement dynamic, flowing with your breath, or if you want a little bit more activation, you can try to increase the speed here a little bit, moving a little bit faster from side to side. Eventually slowing the movement back down and then gently coming into a twist over towards the right, hooking left hand on right knee, right hand behind you, gaze is soft. And let's gently release with an inhale and coming over to the other side. So right hand towards left knee, left fingertips behind you. Breathe in and out before returning back to center. And let's do some hip circles. You can start by drawing an 8 with your head. So dropping the head down and then rolling the head over to one side, back to center. And then dropping the head once again, rolling to the other side as if you're drawing a figure 8 symbol. If this does not feel good, you can just stick with your regular circles or half circles. Switch directions of the movement wherever you are. And remember that this movement is supposed to feel good in your body, in your neck, and maybe even in your spine. Once you've finished your last round, come back to center and let's join me in a tabletop position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And let's gently rock back and forward, warming up through our wrists here. Maybe even drawing figure 8s once again, just like we did with our neck. Taking your time here. And then once you feel your wrists are warm enough, tuck onto your toes, push the hips back towards the heels, and then straighten the legs to come into downward facing dog. As always, let's start our first downward facing dog by pedaling out the feet, pedaling out the legs. And then slowly finding stillness and a straight spine here. Really arriving in this pose. And then you can walk your feet mat width distance apart. And then reaching with your right arm towards your left leg, heel or foot to twist in your downward facing dog. And then inhale, release, and exhale. Let's twist to the other side. So left hand to right leg, foot, heel, whatever you can reach here. Gently release, coming back to downward facing dog. And then with your next inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, opening up the hip, and then maybe circling out the ankle here. Come back to center, straightening the right leg, and then exhale, step the right foot forward, coming into a twist, reaching the right hand up to the sky, and then dropping our back knee down, reaching with the right hand, perhaps for the left foot. If you can't grab the foot in your hand, just stay in your twist. And then coming back, turning around into our modification of side angle. So turning over towards the left, left fingertips to the sky, right fingertips at your right foot. And then pushing off your right hand, bring the left hand down for a modified side plank, right arm overhead. Grow long here. And then bringing your hips down, and let's switch our left hand over our straighten right leg for this variation of a one leg forward fold. Our chest is turned towards the left. Come back the same way you came in, through your side plank or modified side plank. And then spinning back down and push back into your three-leg down dog. Now facing the back of the mat. Left leg up to the sky, and then once again circling out the left ankle. Inhale, straightening the left leg, and then exhale, stepping the left foot forward, opening up the left hand for your twisted lunge. Once you're ready, you can bring the right knee down, and then maybe kick the right foot towards your hand, reaching for the foot with your hand, or just twisting open here. Gently release, and then we're spinning open, bringing the left hand down, right arm reaches up for our modification of our side angle pose on the other side. One breath here, and then with your next inhale, push off the left fingertips, bringing right hand back down, coming into your modified side plank, left arm reaches long over the head, and then exhaling to bring our hip down. Inhale here, and exhale, wave over your left leg, coming into your variation of one leg forward fold, right hand to left foot. Let's move out the same way we came in, so through your modified side plank, maybe add a small back bend here, and then bring both hands down, so you're facing back forward. And then inhaling into your three-legged dog, right leg rises. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Arrive in your posture, always an option to come into child's pose. But if you're ready, let's move on. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right leg steps through in between the hands, coming into our low lunge. And then inhaling, right hand to the sky for our twist. Exhale, knee stays lifted. We're moving into our side angle pose. So right hand down, left arm reaches up. Back heel is parallel to the short edge of the mat. And then inhale, come up, reverse the warrior. Exhale into your warrior two, gazes over the front, fingertip, and then turn around. We're landing in our high lunge. Back heel spins up and is lifted. You can bring your hands at heart center, and then we're twisting to the other side for twisted high lunge, pressing your left elbow into your right knee. Keep your gaze steady, keep your focus, and keep breathing wherever you are. And then look down for balance, and let's step forward into our twisted chair, so left leg joins the right. You can stay here, or if you want to play, keep the connection between your elbow and knee, stand up. And then perhaps grab the right foot with your left hand, opening up the right arm and look back for a dancing Shiva pose. You can also keep the hand at your knee and twist from here. If you fall out, simply come back. And then let go of the foot and the hand, turn back forward, keep the knee into your chest. And then let's move back slowly, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Maybe move through a vinyasa, movement per breath. If you're in your upward facing dog or your cobra, gaze over your right shoulder, back to center, and then exhale over your left shoulder. One more time each side. And then let's push back. We're all meeting in our downward facing dog. We're gonna do the other side. So if you're ready, inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step the left foot forward. And this time we're opening our left arm to the sky for our twisted lunge. And then we're spinning open towards the right. So exhaling, bring the left hand down, and inhaling the right hand up. Your back right foot spins down. Find stability in your legs to lift you up and back with your exhale into reversed warrior, and then land in your warrior two. Reaching the arms up, spinning your back heel forward, landing in your high lunge, and then bring your hands at heart center, lean forward, and exhale to twist over towards the left, hooking right elbow on the left knee. Gaze forward and down for balance, and step the right foot next to the left for twisted chair pose. Keep spinning your chest open towards the left. And then if you like, you can try to keep the contact between your elbow and knee, come up to stand, and then perhaps grab the knee or the foot with your right hand, opening up the left arm back for twisted or dancing Shiva, should I say. With an inhale, bend back into the knee, come back to center, arms go up. And then exhale, slowly moving back. And then let's all come down to the mat. Push up into your cobra, and then roll over onto your right side for a nice side body stretch. You can drop your head down, really sink into your right shoulder here. And then exhale back to center, and then inhale onto your left side, same thing here for this nice side body stretch. And then come back to center, tuck onto your toes, and find your way back to downward facing dog. With your next inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands and bring the back left knee down for low lunge. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Then lean forward and twist, open towards the right, left elbow to right knee, hands at heart center. And then tuck onto your back toes, lift the left knee up for your twisted lunge with a lifted leg. And then from here we're coming into chair pose once again. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. And then let's come into our squat. So bringing our hips to our heels. Maybe you're shaking a little bit like me, but keeping the hands where they are. Balancing here. And then slowly come back into our chair and maybe even lifting the knee up, keeping the connection with our elbow. And then turn forward, just grabbing the knee and stand tall. We're moving into our half moon pose, so kicking the right foot back, opening up our right arm towards the sky, gaze soft, and then let's spin around so right hand comes down, left arm opens up, right leg stays as it is for reversed half moon. Exhale to bring the leg down, reversed pyramid, and then come straight into twisted pyramid. Bring the right hand to the mat, left arm stays open towards the sky. And then let's bring the fingertips down, returning to the long edge of the mat, maybe widening your stance. And then inhale, one arm up to the sky, and exhale, stay in your twist. The right arm can take a maybe bind to open up your chest even more here. then returning to the back of the mat, planting our hands and stepping back into our downward facing dog. This sequence again on the other side, facing the back of the mat. Inhaling, left leg rises, and then exhale, step it forward to come into low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms raise up. Exhale, hands towards center, and then lean forward and twisting open towards the left. And then tuck your right back toes and lift them up. Arms stay as they are. And then prepare by gazing down towards your left foot, and then step forward into twisted chair. Option is to stay here or come into a little toe squat, testing your balance here. And then once you're ready, you can lift your hips back up and maybe bring your knee into the chest without losing the connection. Turn forward, interlace hands around the knee, and stand up tall. We're going to move to our half moon, so kicking the left leg back, and then bring the left fingertips to your hips and the right hand down to open up. Once you're ready, you can open up the right hand towards the sky. And then we're bringing our left fingertips down, opening up the right fingertips, turning to the other side, keeping leg as it is for or twisted or reversed half moon pose. Bringing the back foot down, leaning back for a reverse pyramid, and then coming to twisted pyramid, just bringing the left hand back down, right arm opens up. And then we want to move into our wide-legged forward fold. So turning to the long edge of the mat, this time opening up the left hand to the sky, or maybe taking a bind around our lower back. Wherever you are, one more breath in. And then out, turning back to face the front of your mat, and then step back into your downward facing dog. From here, let's bring our knees down to the mat, landing in our 4-point position or tabletop, and then inhaling the left arm up, exhale to twist. Inhale to open, exhale to thread the left arm underneath the right. One more time at your own pace. And then let's stay here for thread the needle. You have several options. You can walk the right hand over your head, maybe even straightening the right leg, or reaching for a bind around your lower back with the right hand. Right hand can also float up, and maybe even lifting the right leg up if you want to test your balance. Wherever you are, whatever you choose to do, stay there for a few deep breaths, releasing into the mat before slowly and gently returning back to your tabletop position. Other side, so inhaling right fingertips to the sky, exhale right arm threads underneath the left. Inhale open, exhale thread, and then one last time open, exhale thread for thread the needle on the other side. Same options, choose your arm variation, your leg variation, maybe play around here, maybe even testing your balance by lifting your hand or even your foot. And then let this pose feel gentle and soft. Let yourself relieve anything that is not serving you, before carefully and mindfully returning to your tabletop position. From here we come to lie down on our belly, and then opening up our right arm to the right, and then twisting open for a shoulder stretch, bringing the left foot behind us to reach towards our right hand or right wrist. With an inhale, gently come back to center, and then opening up the left arm and twisting over towards the left here. Once again, let's return to center with our inhale. And let's move into half frog, so bring your right knee at an angle and then twisting your left arm underneath and opening up the left arm to the left for a spine twist. Sounds way more complicated than it is. And once again, coming out the same way we came in, so return the right arm, left arm, and then unbend the right knee, bend into the left, putting the right arm underneath, opening up the left arm for our twist here on the other side. Once again, let gravity pull you in. Let the stretch be gentle and nourishing to you. And then very gently release, landing on your back. Taking a moment here for you to settle and come into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. I will leave you here in silence, and I encourage you to really take the time here to reset your nervous system and integrate all the movement that we just did. once you're ready to return, start with some gentle movements in the fingers and the toes. Maybe add a little stretch, reaching the arms overhead or pulling the knees into your chest. And then eventually coming up to a seated position to end class. Maybe drawing the hands at heart center to give thanks for taking the time for your practice today, sending gratitude and love towards yourself. And then I also like to thank you for spending this time with me. I hope to see you soon on the mat and wish you all the best. Lots of love.